Take a behind-the-scenes look at more big ideas with Ruth Badger at 11:30. Now, though, comedy and movies. Look out for the Four Weddings Rain spoof in Popcorn.
Welcome to Popcorn, a panel show that really is like going to the movies, just without the queuing, the hot dogs, or the fat bloke with the big hat. But still, feel free to have a snog at the back, unless, obviously, it's just you and your gran watching the show. Joining me in the studio tonight are my guests, Nick Moran from Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, all the way from the USA, comedian Reginald D. Hunter, and a man who's appeared on the big screen more often than Tom Hanks. It's Steve First. Nice to see you. I'll be chatting with the guys in a minute, but first, what's coming up on tonight's show?
In a world where movies are king, we bring takes they didn't want you to see, and much, much more.
Trailer guy, it's lovely to hear your voice again. How are you?
I'm fine, Andy. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Do you have a favourite term that you use when you're doing these trailers?
Well, Andy, I'm a big fan of, because sometimes what you've been looking for all your life is right around the corner. And in a time of war, one woman holds the key to peace. But I suppose my favorite is, this time, he's not leaving without the magic weasel.
The Magic Weasel? What film's that from?
Well, it's not. I just like saying it.
Thanks. And we'll be hearing a lot more from Trailer Guy later on in the show. Time to say a proper hello to my guests. I'll start with Nick. Nick, it's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to be here.
I'm a big fan of your work, actually, a big fan of the Lock, Stock films. What have you been up to recently?
Well, I've got a film called Puritan, which opens next week. And you've seen it.
I have seen it, and I want to chat to you about it. But first, let's have a quick look, shall we?
The photograph by your bed. She likes it. It's a good photo. She's teasing you. She's calling you tomboy. Your hair is short. Now she's laughing. She loves you. She'll always love you.
I saw that last week. I genuinely loved it. I actually believe it's probably your finest work, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, thank you very much.
You play Simon Puritan in it,
yes.
Who's a medium. Are you now a believer of those sort of things? Were you beforehand?
No. My mum's into all that spiritual, the circle stuff, and which is no end of amusement to my dad and my brothers. As you'll already know, Maureen, you've left the gas on. The thing about Puritan is that the guy's a con man. He suddenly isn't a con man. You know, he's conning old ladies and pretending to talk to dead people. And then things that he makes up start to come true.
It's a sort of British version of The Sixth Sense,
yeah,
isn't it?
British Sixth Sense.
Okay. Reg, good to see you.
Hey, man.
I've been told you're a Superman fan, is that right?
I am. It was like an extension of that TV series, Lois and Clark, where Superman is all emasculated and like, I need to go save the world, but I need to talk about my relationship with Lois. And just, I mean, they should just call it Superman for breasted people, because it's not real Superman.
Steve, love to see you. You're very relaxed there.
Well, I feel relaxed.
People at home will obviously recognise you from the telephone ads that you
It's
did.
nice to be recognised after 15 years of work for an advert. It's good. Makes me feel worthy and that I've really arrived and I've got a place in the world.
Well, no, you're another thing. We know you from Little Britain as well.
Yeah, where I say nothing, largely. Basically, for 2 days every year, I get licked and punched by Dave Williams, which might be your idea of a good night out, but not mine.
Okay, now, my guests are all competing this evening for the Popcorn Best Guest in